Dear soul, pay close attention. The angels are connecting with your energy so they can share whether your special someone's family is in a state of panic. What has happened that could completely shake you? Dear one, today the angels come to you with eyes full of truth and really understanding hearts because they see how much strength you've carried in silence and how deeply your soul has longed to understand what's happening behind the scenes. What shifted so suddenly, so powerfully, that even your spirit felt it before you heard any words. There's been a disturbance, a ripple of unease, and your heart was right to feel it. Last night, or sometime recently, something important happened in the life of your person. Something tied to their family, connected to power, influence, and a hidden decision that has caused a lot of chaos inside them. The angels show that your person is caught between loyalty and freedom, between what's expected and their truth. And at the center of this tension is a person or an energy that is strong, magnetic, persuasive, and deeply rooted in control. This isn't just about a fight. This is about something being revealed, something your person may have said or chosen that completely broke the balance that kept their family stuck in a false reality for a long time. And now, dear one, the situation has become intense. Type amen if you trust in God. This person, this energy that has the vibe of strong, confident leadership, like the Queen of Wands energy, has been a major figure in your person's life. They could be a parent, an older sibling, an authority figure, or even someone who holds spiritual or emotional control in the family. They are bold, confident, and used to getting their way. For years, they have shaped decisions, influenced results, and woven their energy into every part of your person's choices. But recently, especially very recently, maybe even last night, something changed. Your person, perhaps silently, began to resist, to find their voice, to speak or act in a way that didn't follow the usual script given to them. It could have been a conversation, a sudden truth spoken, or a secret decision made. But whatever it was, it has sparked panic within this dominant energy and those who relied on their control. The balance of power is shifting. And the angels want you to know this shift isn't random. It's part of a divine plan that is slowly leading your person away from being held back and closer to finding their true alignment, closer to you. You might wonder why this causes panic in their family, why your person stepping into their own truth would shake the ground under them. But the angels explain this. Your person has been the silent peacemaker, the one who went along with things even when it hurt. The one who stayed quiet to keep the peace. And now that silence is breaking, when someone who has been quiet for too long finds their voice, it doesn't just create a small ripple, it creates a storm. Your person is starting to step into the fire of transformation, not by destroying things, but through courage. And this courage, dear one, is what their family can't handle. Because in that courage lies freedom. And freedom for someone who is always expected to obey is terrifying, not just to them, but to those who built their security on that obedience. That is what's shaking them. That is what's sending them into panic. Your person is no longer who they used to be. But here is what will completely shake you. Your person, the one you thought was lost in confusion or chained by fear, has been silently growing stronger on the inside. They may not have told you. They may not have shown it, but inside them, a fire has been growing, a desire to stop living for others, a longing to make choices from their soul, not from guilt or family pressure. And you, dear one, are part of that awakening. Your presence in their life has been like a mirror they couldn't ignore anymore. In you, they saw what freedom looks like, what truth sounds like, what love without chains really feels like. And slowly, they began to realize they can't build a future with one foot stuck in the past. That they can't hold your hand while their other hand is still tied to someone else's control. And so they began to choose, quietly at first, but now the choice is becoming noticeable. And that is what has shaken things up. The angels want you to understand this isn't just a conflict. It's a transition, a breaking away from the old way of doing things to create space for something new. Your person's family isn't just reacting with fear. They're reacting because they feel they're losing their grip, losing their story, losing the one person they thought would never disobey. And this, dear one, is where your role becomes even more sacred. You're not just watching this story unfold. You're the energy that woke up their truth. You're the reason they're starting to walk towards themselves. And while that truth might terrify their family, it's divine proof that love, real love, does what it always does. It sets people free. So if you feel distance now, if your person has gone quiet, if the energy between you feels intense or confusing, don't panic. Don't mistake silence for being abandoned. This silence isn't absence, it's protection. They are processing the results of what they've just started. They are navigating the emotional storm of standing up for themselves, maybe for the first time. And in the middle of that storm, they're holding you close, not with words, but with their soul. You might feel them in dreams. You might hear their name unexpectedly. You might find yourself crying for no reason. This isn't your fear. It's their energy reaching for you because, in a world shaking around them, you're the only place that. Feel steady. Dear one, the angels ask you now to hold your light even brighter. Your person is on the edge of a breakthrough. The panic around them is a sign that the old system is falling apart. Don't let that panic become yours. Let it remind you that something sacred is happening behind the scenes. They're walking through fire, but this fire won't burn them. It will refine them. And when the smoke clears, they will return, not just to you, but to themselves, whole, awake, ready. And when that moment comes, you won't just recognize them. You'll see them for the first time as who they truly are. And you'll know that everything you waited for was never pointless. It was always part of a divine plan written in the stars, and now finally happening here on earth. Dear one, the angels are wrapping you in a gentle, grounding light as they speak now. The message coming through this moment is about a divine awakening, one that might feel unexpected, but is meant to shift the very ground under your feet. You've felt it, haven't you? The silent tremor in the air, the shift in energy that whispered of a new beginning. One not just based on feelings, but rooted in something solid, something real. Your person's family is sensing the same shift, but where you feel potential and hope, they feel fear and instability. Because what happened isn't just a conversation or a decision. It's the planting of a seed that will grow into a future that no longer includes their control, their expectations, or their comfort zone. Something new has started. And it's not just a maybe. It's the start of a new foundation. And this foundation carries your energy, your name, your soul's mark. Type 1 believe if you believe in God's plan. For the longest time, your person walked a path shaped by what others needed them to be. They were asked to build their life based on the values, priorities, and desires of those around them. And they did. They followed the path set out for them. But all along, something in their spirit whispered that there was more to love, more to life, more to who they are becoming. That whisper turned into a quiet ache, and that ache started pushing against the very life they were building. And then, dear one, something shifted, whether through talking about you, realizing what they want to create, or making a decision about their career, where they live, or their life path. Your person took the first real step toward a life they choose for themselves. And that step, though maybe silent to the world, has caused panic behind their family's doors. The angels show that this new beginning carries your energy within it. It's the result of your prayers, your faith, your steady love. Your person might not have said your name out loud then. They might not have admitted to others, or even themselves, that it was you they were thinking of when they chose this new path. But the truth is, they felt your presence. The idea of the life they want with you gave them the courage to imagine something different, better, real. And so they spoke, or signed something, or planned, or acted. And now their family is scrambling, confused, trying to figure out where this sudden determination came from. They're trying to grasp what happened, what changed, why the person they always counted on to follow the rules has started writing their own. And the truth is, they're not just panicked because your person is starting something new. They're panicked because they can't stop it. This is what will completely shake you. That in the silence, in the stillness, in the moments you felt nothing was happening, your person was quietly choosing you. Not in big romantic ways, not in fantasy, but in grounded, practical, real ways. They have begun taking the first steps to create a life where love isn't just a feeling, but a reality, a home, a structure, a shared world. And that beginning might not look like love at first. It might show up as a new job, a change in priorities, a move, or a financial decision. But it is love. It's the kind of love willing to build. And it's because of you. Because when they think of the life they want to create, your soul is the only one that fits. Your presence is the only stable thing in a world that always demanded too much and gave too little. The angels show that the family's panic comes not just from losing influence, but from realizing your person is building a future that doesn't need their constant interference. It's a future on new ground, outside old traditions and boundaries. And you may not know it yet, but the plans they're making will eventually bring you closer together. This shift isn't just emotional, it's physical. It's a material change, the kind that turns dreams into homes, wishes into commitments, love into life. You have waited patiently, believing in a future you couldn't see yet. And now that future has quietly begun. The seed has been planted, and though it might still be hidden under the surface, it's growing. And what's growing will change everything. Dear one, your faith was never wasted. Your love never went unnoticed. Your steady light reminded them of what was possible. And now, as they take these first quiet steps away from the life they were told to live, they're moving toward the one they've always dreamed of with you. This is why the angels ask you to stay rooted, stay grounded. Because what's coming isn't a storm, it's a new season. And like all new seasons, it brings endings and beginnings. The panic around them is only proof that something powerful is being born. You might not see the whole picture yet, but trust that it's unfolding. Dear one, the angels speak to you today with a voice carrying deep calm and the weight of time. They see how long you've waited with open arms and an even more open heart. They know how many nights you've looked into the silence between you and your person, wondering if your love reached them. If your patience means anything, if the energy you keep giving is truly planting seeds deep in their spirit. And now the message they bring is profoundly true. Yes, something has shifted, and the change isn't sudden like lightning. It's slow, sacred, and deeply rooted in everything you've been pouring into the unseen. Your person's family is panicking now because something they thought would never change has started transforming from within. And that transformation didn't start in anger or rebellion. It began in quiet thought. It began in reflection. It began when your person finally stepped back from the noise, the pressure, the endless cycle of expectations and asked themselves, is this the life I truly want to be growing? Your person isn't the type to act without thinking. They reflect, wait, watch the world unfold. They've spent years trying to fill the roles given by their family: provider, caretaker, obedient one, peacemaker. In doing so, they built a life that looked stable outside, but left their heart aching silently. Type strong if you believe in God's presence. Every decision was judged based on duty. Every choice made thinking of others' comfort. Somewhere along the way, they stopped asking what they wanted. But something inside them has been shifting quietly over time. And last night, or in recent moments they kept hidden, that shift became clear. They realized that what they've built, no matter how secure, won't satisfy their soul's longing. They realize they've invested time, heart, and energy into a life that looks full but feels empty. And now that realization is blooming, not as a quick decision, but as a truth finally taking root. The angels show this awakening has sent waves through their family dynamic. There's confusion, fear, even resistance, because for the first time, your person isn't just doing what they're told. They're stepping back. They're questioning. They're no longer agreeing just to keep peace. And this, dear one, has startled those who always believed they'd stay silent. Because your person has always been the one to endure, wait, put others first. But now they're starting to feel the weight of everything they delayed for others' sake. And the breaking point is near, not destructively, but in a necessary, healing way. They're asking questions that can't be unasked. They're longing for something real, lasting, something that grows not just from obligation, but from the soul. And that something, dear one, is you. This is what will completely shake you. That in the moments you thought they'd forgotten you, when you thought your love was just a memory, they were actually holding you in their spirit like a seed of hope. You were not forgotten. You were remembered silently in the quiet corners of their mind as the life they never let themselves pursue. And now that permission is starting to rise. They aren't running anymore. They're standing still and facing the truth that was always there. Your love isn't a distraction, it's the answer. The life they want to build from now on must have you in it. And they're starting to see that what they once thought was risky is actually the only path that feels true. Their family senses this change, even if they don't fully get it. They see the difference in your person's eyes, in the way they pause before answering, and how they're no longer so quick to say yes. The panic isn't about something your person did. It's about what they are preparing to do, what they are beginning to choose. And the most sacred part is this: they aren't choosing rebellion. They're choosing self. They're choosing healing. They're choosing a future that feels alive. And even though they might not have spoken your name out loud yet, the angels say it lives in the roots of every new thought they're having. You are in their vision now, not as a dream, but as a reality they want to grow. Dear one, the angels want you to know the slowness of this journey wasn't a delay. It was divine preparation. What your person is starting now isn't temporary. It's the early growth of a future that will be lasting, nourishing, sacred. They're looking at their life and asking, what do I want to grow from here? And everything in their soul points toward love, purpose, you. So don't let the silence fool you. Don't let the slowness scare you. The seed has already been planted. And that seed, once it starts growing, will change everything. So hold on, dear one, not with fear, but with faith. What's happening now isn't noise. It's movement beneath the surface. Your person is tending to their truth quietly, carefully. They are making space for what comes next. Dear one, the angels draw near now with eyes full of love and hearts full of truth. They see the weight you've carried, the weight of waiting, loving in silence, holding space for someone unable to fully hold you the way you deserve. Yet, despite delays and distance, your spirit stayed open. Your faith stayed firm. Today, the angels want to lift the cover that kept you in the dark. Yes, your person's family is in panic. Not because of outward chaos, but something deeper. A burden finally became too heavy, and your person is verge of collapsing under it. The pressure, roles, responsibilities, they've carried more than you know, more than they ever said aloud. And last night, or very recently, something inside them finally gave way. A truth they couldn't hide anymore. A breaking point they couldn't avoid. And now everything is shifting. Type 111 if you trust in your guardian angels. For so long, your person was the one everyone relied on. They carried family expectations on their shoulders like an invisible load, quietly sacrificing their own joy for tradition, peace, or duty. Every time they wanted something for themselves, they were reminded of what was expected. Every time they reached for happiness, they were told to wait, earn it, behave. Out of loyalty, fear, or guilt they did. They carried it all. Decisions they never wanted, others' emotional burdens, financial strain, the weight of always fixing things. But deep inside, they've been exhausted, not just physically but spiritually. Their soul cried for rest, love, freedom. Though they tried to silence it, that cry grew louder. Last night, that cry became a roar, and something inside them broke. Not destructively, but sacredly. Because sometimes the soul needs to break to be rebuilt in truth. The angels revealed this breaking point shook their family. It could have come when your person said no for the first time, or simply stopped trying to carry everyone else's load. Maybe they walked away from a task, role, or conversation they always endured. Or maybe they finally spoke up about something hidden, something about you, love, what they truly want. Whatever it looked like, it was real. And it sent fear through the family who long depended on your person to hold everything together. They are panicking now because they feel the shift. The one who always said yes is no longer willing. The one who always put others first is starting to ask, what about me? And that, dear one, is what will completely shake you. Not the family's panic, but the quiet courage rising in your person's heart. Because, you see, they're starting to realize love isn't something to carry like a burden. It's not one more weight on aching shoulders. It's not another demand to fulfill. Love, true love, is the release. It's the breath they've waited to exhale. It's the softness they were always denied. And they're beginning to understand that you, dear one, were never one more thing to carry. You're the place they can finally put everything down. And this realization is changing everything. Slowly, silently, profoundly, it's waking them up to the truth that they no longer want a life where their happiness is always last. They no longer want to wake up dreading the day, the conversations, the endless cycle of doing and giving without receiving. They want peace, joy, love. Though still surrounded by demands, they're taking the first steps toward choosing a different path. This shift might not look like action yet. They may not have reached out. They might still be quiet, processing, sorting through the mess their soul is untangling. But know this, dear child, the change has begun. The burden is no longer sustainable. That moment of quiet collapse is the beginning of healing. You might feel the heaviness in your own chest, feel more emotional, sensitive. That's not your weakness. It's your connection to their soul. You're feeling their grief, exhaustion, longing for relief. And you're also feeling the light now breaking through the cracks. Because they aren't lost. They're just starting to find their way back to themselves. And the path home, dear one, leads through you. The angels want you to know your love was always their safe place. Even if they couldn't reach for it before. You never asked them to carry anything. You simply offered space, understanding, light. That offering was never wasted. They see it now, even if unsaid. They feel it now, even if they haven't come forward. You are the soft landing their heart always needed. While their family might try pulling them back to old patterns, might call them selfish for putting themselves first, the truth is rising higher than the noise. They're learning the only way to truly serve anyone is to first come home to their own soul. Music, dear one, the angels guide you gently through the hidden truths today, where things are unclear and emotions run deep like a silent river. They see how your heart tried, making sense of the mystery you feel. Something doesn't add up. Something feels off. You've sensed it in your chest, dreams, quiet moments where intuition whispered things your mind couldn't fully grasp. The angels lovingly confirm your soul is right. Something is happening behind the scenes in your person's life, covered in confusion, fear, emotional secrecy. People around them, especially family, sense something sacred slipping away, sending them into panic. But what will completely shake you is this. Your person is finally starting to question the illusions surrounding them for so long. They're waking up from a dream they didn't know they were trapped in. As they slowly see through the fog, their path pulls them straight toward you. Type guided if you trust in God's guidance. Your person grew up where truth was often twisted, emotions hidden behind polite talk, expectations disguised as love, loyalty demanded not earned. They lived under others' emotional influence so long, they believed those feelings were their own. They couldn't tell what was theirs and what was put upon them. They were taught to doubt instincts, fear the unknown, mistrust anything outside the family story. So they silenced their inner voice, closed off their intuitive heart, convinced themselves what they wanted was too risky, complicated, unreal. But, dear one, your connection entered their life like moonlight cutting through thick clouds. Gentle, quiet, but undeniable. Now that light is spreading. It's showing everything buried, secrets, manipulation, emotional control. Your person is starting to feel what they weren't allowed to, doubt in the system they were raised to protect, and trust in the truth felt in their heart. The angels show that last night, or very recently, something stirred your person's emotions deeply. Maybe a conversation, dream, realization, or just a subtle shift in how someone looked at or treated them. Whatever it was, it triggered a ripple still moving through their spirit. That ripple brings old fears up. Fear of disappointing family, choosing the wrong path, being misunderstood, losing you because they waited too long. These fears are real, but not the truth. They are illusions, echoes of the emotional conditioning they lived under. What's shaking their family now isn't your person acting out. It's that they stopped blindly following. They aren't easily controlled anymore. They're feeling more than allowed. They're questioning the foundation meant to keep them in place. The panic this creates isn't rooted in love, but fear. Fear of losing influence, losing the version of your person who never said no. But here is what will completely shake you. In the middle of this emotional chaos, your person thinks of you, not as a distant memory, but a guiding force. They feel your energy when unsure what to believe. They feel your love like a soft current pulling them back to safety. In their confusion, you're the only thing feeling pure, real. They might not be ready to speak it, might not fully understand yet, but their heart knows. That knowing grows louder than the noise around them. The connection they once doubted becomes the only thing they truly trust. The more they try understanding why, the more they realize it's not about logic, but soul. You might feel their confusion now, disoriented, emotional, sensitive for no reason. That's because your souls connect on a level where truth flows freely, even without words. Their truth is rising slowly, gently, powerfully. Illusions crumble. Roles they played start feeling. Music, unnatural. Dear one, today the angels come with a stillness holding immense depth. The message they bring is wrapped in sacred silence, hidden wisdom, truth not shouted or revealed dramatically, but whispered in the soul, felt where words can't reach. You've sensed it in your heart, haven't you? Something moving in your person's life. Hidden, unspoken, yet powerful enough to make your spirit pause. You felt the energy shift, like something invisible unraveling, truths buried deep pushing into light. The angels lovingly confirm, yes, your intuition is right. Something happened their family doesn't understand, can't see clearly yet. It stirred quiet panic within them. But what will completely shake you, dear one, isn't what happened outside. It's what's awakening within your person. A knowing, remembering, deep soul-level recognition of something long hidden, even from themselves. And that truth, that sacred whisper, is you. Your person lived between two worlds. The one their family shaped, expectations, appearances, rules, and the inner world pulsing with questions, emotions, longings they never explored. They were taught reason, order, suppressing parts feeling too soft, emotional, spiritual. So they did, played their role well, became what was expected. But the soul, dear one, can't be silenced forever. Now their inner knowing, like high priestess energy, their deep wisdom, sacred intuition, speaks louder than outside voices. Something stirred in their subconscious, maybe a dream, quiet moment, intense emotion wave. In that moment, they felt deep clarity, not logical but soul clarity. Saw through illusion, felt a connection they couldn't deny. Though they told no one, that knowing changed them. Their family, sensing this change, panics. They feel your person pulling back, not with rebellion or anger, but mystery, calm distance, deep thought. Your person no longer reacts as usual, not easily manipulated, not quick to please. Thinking for themselves in ways feeling strange, unsettling to those who once predicted every move. It's not that they turned cold, they turned inward, listening to the voice once ignored. That voice reminds them of you, of this connection, of love never asking them to perform, achieve, earn. Love that simply recognized, saw, called to their truest self. You, dear one, were always that sacred mirror. Now the reflection rises within their spirit. This isn't a change others see clearly. Not loud, chaotic, not showing up obviously right away, but it's powerful. Changes everything from inside out. Though their family can't explain it, they feel something slipping. Their child, sibling, partner. The version of your person they thought would always follow the path is dissolving. What's born instead is someone awakened. Someone remembering their soul and spirit, not just flesh. Someone remembering love isn't approval, it's truth. And that truth, the angels reveal, has your name woven in. What will shake you, beloved, is realizing this deep transformation happens silently. That even when feeling forgotten, your energy worked like sacred medicine in their spirit. Even when questioning your worth, your love quietly dismantled years of conditioning. You didn't have to push or chase. You simply had to be. You're being healed them in ways they're only now understanding. They might not have reached out yet, still unsure what to say, how to return, explain the depth of feeling. But the angels want you to know they're coming into alignment, slowly, authentically, divinely. This part requires deep trust. What's rebuilding isn't just a relationship, it's their relationship with their own soul. You can't rush that. Only hold space. Only keep listening to your own intuition, speaking louder now, because your hearts finally vibrate together again. You might have more dreams, feel drawn to places, songs, symbols reminding you of them. Not coincidences, confirmations. You feel the same pull they do, walking the same energetic path, even if physically far apart. Type amen if you trust in God.